Welcome to the Soulfire Podcast, where every day we talk about real life, real shit, real raw. On this show, you can expect us to dive deep into topics like marriage, parenting, money, business, feeling like you want to give up, fighting for yourself, just straight soul healing. This podcast is all about life. Hey there, it's Power Coach Alicia here, your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, and educational life coaching, transformational speaking, and soul healing. We're talking about setting your soul on fire. I specialize in helping women put themselves first without feeling guilty, getting out of their own way, and finding themselves again. No fluff, no hand-holding, no bullshit here, just love, light, and peace as we journey through this thing called life. Okay, listen. The only thing I could think of right now is like, oh man. Oh fucking man. October 28th is a full moon and lunar eclipse in Taurus, taking effect at 4:24 p.m. Eastern. Taurus is a very powerful sign. It is a partial lunar eclipse, just so you know. Very powerful sign. So let's see what we've got for us with this full moon and partial lunar eclipse on October 28th, all right? So October 28th, 2023, full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Taurus, 4:24 p.m. Eastern. So this full moon occurs when the sun is in Scorpio and it's opposite the moon in Taurus. Always remember that your full moon is a time to release what no longer serves you, right? It is going to illuminate shit that you've been hiding. It's a time that usually it illuminates conflicts within yourself, which can create conflicts externally. It is a culmination from what you manifested at the new moon. Inside of my Soulful Moon community, I teach you what to do with your manifestations that you created at the new moon and what to do with them at the full moon and how to honor them and release them and turn them over to the universe. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you want to join us in the journey of our Soulful Moon ceremonies, just go to moon.thesoulhealingzone.com. So it's going to be powerful. Also know full moon is also a very emotional time, and it's a time of romance, fertilization, and relationships. All right. So it's consistently those things, where the new moon is about manifestation, abundance, prosperity, that sort of like flow of energy. This side is about romance, fertilization, and relationships. So with this, there can be inflated feelings, right? And we can wrestle with strong urges. So it's wise to sit with our revelations before taking action. And we talk about this, and I'll teach you more about this in the Soulful Moon membership. But just know that you're going to get these revelations. The full moon is probably not the best time to move, though, because everything is supercharged. Okay. This lunar eclipse that is happening, though, is one that has happened in several sets, or several that has happened in this set of the Taurus Scorpio axis, but it's the last one in the set. So I'm going to run this down with you, and then we're going to pull it all together. It's really important that you understand solar and lunar eclipses and how they affect you. I'm diving deep into them and learning them right alongside of you, but they really impact you with the moon energy. Then you have the eclipses going on, and the eclipses are supercharging whatever the energy of the signs that are bringing to it. So if you don't know what's going on, you can feel fucking chaotic and scatterbrained and like showery the entire time there's a full moon, and you don't have to if you know how to work with those energies. That's why I created the Soulful Moon membership. So there was a lunar eclipse in November 2021. God, I remember that one like it was yesterday. I felt like my my path split, and I took a complete, just a different path than what I was on. It was fucking crazy. So November 2021 was a lunar eclipse in Taurus, of course. And then a solar eclipse in Taurus in April of 2022. Then a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is Taurus's opposite sign, in May of 2022. A solar eclipse in Scorpio, again, with Taurus's opposite sign in October 2022. and then a lunar eclipse in November 2022 in Taurus, and then a lunar eclipse in Scorpio in May of 2023, right before this one. So that lunar eclipse in May of 2023, right before this one, I don't know about you, but that was complete and utter clusterfuckery. In May, I lost a friend that I thought was going to be a friend for a lifetime. My kid fucking wrecked my car, being a jackass, drifting it in a neighborhood. My other kid, who is a killer fucking star wide receiver, broke his wrist after 5 years of playing flag football, broke his right wrist. So not only as a QB2 for high school, what did he have a broken wrist, but he didn't get to show what he could do as a fucking wide receiver. So that was a position that he actually doesn't get to play for this season. May was a complete and utter motherfucking shit show as the second to last eclipse in this series. I don't know how it was for you, but think about what was going on for you November 2021, April 2022, May 2022, October 2022, November 2022, and now May of 2023. If you can remember those times, even if you can just go back to 2022, what was going on, what you were feeling, what big things happened in your life. We'll dive deeper into this in the soulful moon ceremonies, but damn, fucking A, I'm so glad this eclipse series is fucking over. But I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful for it. So this eclipse serves as a final prompt nudge or a push to make improvements in the Taurus Scorpio ruled areas of your life or in your charts. And feelings of discontent can magnify during this time. So it's time to resolve matters, strike that harmony that we've been talking about, take a lesson and move the fuck on, right? That's what this is all about. So don't sit in any of the shit that comes up. Don't let it be, take up a permanent residence. Let it show up, get what you need, and get the fuck through it, right? Is really the energy of this. So when we talk about Taurus and Scorpio ruled areas of your life and in your charts, that's all astrology driven, right? And we really dive deeper into astrology and your charts and those sorts of things inside of Soul Shift and my Soul Expansion programs, and then some inside of the Love and Light community. By the way, if you're not inside the Love and Light community where we heal together on this journey through life, you should definitely go to community.thesoulhealingzone.com. Again, that's community.thesoulhealingzone.com, or you can just go to Facebook and search Love and Light, and then it says where we heal together on this journey through life, or something along those lines. All right. So you should definitely do that. So lunar eclipses are all about relationships and polarities. So with the Taurus Scorpio axis involved, I don't know why the fuck I can't say Taurus Scorpio. Why is that so hard for me? With that axis involved, this lunar eclipse presses us. So you're going to feel that pressure, that overwhelm, and that heaviness to look closely at what your needs are, what you're lacking, and what your wants are concerning the balance between the Taurus ruled and Scorpio ruled areas of your life. So what this means is that contrast between the earthy, practical, peace-loving Taurus and the emotional, transformative, crisis-oriented Scorpio. So that's your polarity in this full moon. Practical, peace-loving with the emotional, transformative, crisis-oriented. So you've got grounded, practical, peace-loving, emotional, transformative, high-flying, fucking crisis-oriented Scorpio energy. The moon in Taurus wants us to find that emotional fulfillment through the simple, tangible things in life, while the Scorpio being in the sun draws our attention to the complexities, the intangibles, the mysteries. That's your harmony in this full moon. All right? It's saying, what's your harmony between simple, tangible things in life and the complexities, intangible, and the mysteries of life? What's that harmony? Striking that harmony between the two so that you can feel connected in your soul while also growing in these other areas that may be in that uncomfort zone. So we already kind of mentioned this, but we're going to dive deeper with the Taurus Scorpio sides. This full moon illuminates the conflict between the Taurus, which is transformation, and the Scorpio. Hey there, beautiful soul. I wanted to take a second and invite you to my free Love and Light community, a place where we come together to find solace and support on our shared journey through life's ups and downs. In our loving community, we understand that life can sometimes be a challenging and winding road. And that's why we've created a space where you can find healing, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Here, we embrace one another with open hearts and open arms, knowing that together we are stronger. It's like a beacon of light in the darkness, a place where you can freely express your emotions, share your stories, and connect with others who have walked similar paths. We believe in the power of love to heal, and we are here to walk this journey with you, hand in hand. No matter where you are in your life's journey, whether you're seeking comfort, inspiration, or simply a sense of community, you are welcome here. Together, we will navigate life's challenges and celebrate its joys, spreading love and light every step of the way. So join us in our Love and Light community, and let's heal together as we continue this beautiful journey through life. Just go to community.thesoulhealingzone.com. Again, that's community.thesoulhealingzone.com. Between Taurus and transformation of the Scorpio, okay? And between the collecting Taurus and the sharing Scorpio. So see, Taurus is bringing in, Scorpio is giving out. So again, we still have that inner outer balance that we have been talking about in, it was actually the full moon in September was the inner outer balance as well. And you're still here with that inner outer balance here. Again, if you neglect either side of it, you're going to have it backfire. So the full moon is very, very, very strictly and hard on us about harmony and teaching the harmony. Ideally, you gotta work to find that harmony between the two energies. And the best way to do that is to not fight or get stuck on either side. And I'm going to show you how to do that during our soulful moon ceremonies. Our rituals help with that. The guidance through the 12 zodiac signs, the card readings that we do, working with the crystals that we work with, all of those things inside of the soulful moon is exactly how you learn how to let it flow and move through forward and let the energy flow around you, and how you're working with that energy opposed to getting stuck manipulating and controlling any side of that. Okay. So keep that in mind. Just go to moon.thesoulhealingzone.com to check it out. So the lunar eclipse is inviting us or pushing us to find that harmony. This eclipse is all about awakening to the needs, to enjoy the fruits of the labors, and to connect with our desire to take care of ourselves and our needs. So you have to take urgent interest in the physical world and in our own sensual needs and our desires at this time, while also watching for the stubbornness, that self-interest that can also come up as well. It's necessary now, but watch for it. So again, you're not getting stuck. Again, if you want to learn that fluidity, that flow, and that ease, that's where the soulful moon comes in. So just go to moon.thesoulhealingzone.com. This is a passionate and creative full moon eclipse, ripe with possibilities and learning experience. And you're also bringing forth the intimate relationship matters such as personal comfort levels and values, as well as sexualities, and figuring out all of that prominently right now. Also, this eclipse set has stirred the need to balance our lives between collecting and sharing, the simple, the complicated, the tangible, and the emotional complexities. Emotions, feelings, and revelations now are pivotal because they lead to resolutions. So this is the time to pay a fucking attention. See what's coming up. Pay attention to what's coming up. Make note of what's coming up. Process what's coming up during this full moon. We're doing all of that in the soulful moon ritual and ceremonies for this full moon. Like, we want you there. I want you there to be there. So remember, if it's hell yes, move. If it's hell no, don't, right? But this is where you're going to learn how to work with all of that and that power in the soulful moon. Oh my gosh, this is so, so, so powerful. So the other thing about this is, in the full moon, there's always something that's been brewing, and this moon is inviting you to let it out. Let it out, release it. Let it out and say it. And then after that, you figure out what it means for you. The one thing about the full moon, and I mention this every single time, is you cannot sit in your feelings. You need to express them. All right. A crisis of sorts, which can be a crisis of your consciousness or sudden awareness of lack in your lives, provides a golden opportunity during this full moon to explore your emotional needs within the context of the polarity that's going on. All right. And that outward and inward. This is a very, very, very big time to look at that lack in your life and figure out what it is that you really need. Also, during this full moon and this lunar eclipse, your relationships may be challenged, broken, or strengthened. Our discovery is emotionally charged and dramatic everything, and it feels big and larger than life at this time. So be very mindful that during this full moon, everything's going to feel a hell of a lot bigger, a hell of a lot heavier, a hell of a lot fill in the blank more than it normally would, because you've got that lunar eclipse happening. And then you have epiphanies are also likely as we become acutely aware of the lack. So all of this lack is showing up and causing maybe a lot of stirness in your soul. In that same breath, you can use that as an understanding to propel you forward into positive action. But also know that as this, this is coming up and you're working through and, it's kind of swirling around like a tornado. If you just stand there and let it swirl around you instead of fighting against it, because there is that initial chaos, it will settle and you will learn what you need to learn, and you'll place what you need to place, and you'll move where you need to move. Right? That's all I teach you inside of the Soulful Moon is, again, how to move with the energy every step of the way. Okay, so this is that time to work on clearing up those past patterns that have been holding you back from personal fulfillment, particularly those that are centered around sharing, possessiveness, comfort, and self-esteem matters. Okay. You also have a few planets that are affecting this energy as well. So you've got Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter that are affecting this energy, and they can be very exaggerative during this time. Okay. So there can be a lot there. Let me rephrase. With the energies of Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter, there can be exaggeration now or news and revelations coming in that can be blown up and be very dramatic, but don't discount them since they come from real feelings. This eclipse also harmonizes with the planet Saturn, suggesting a strong ability to turn things around and make them work for us, particularly on practical levels. We're going to talk about that and dive deep into what that means with Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn inside of our Soulful Moon ceremony all around this full moon. So with the lunar eclipse, it can have a way of bringing dysfunctional areas of our life to our attention. And then you've got emotions and realizations feeling big. And then along with that, plans can blossom. So I hear and feel the energy of this full moon is like, you've got a lot of fuckery in the middle of a fucking tornado and a hurricane, and like you're on a pool floating in the middle of the ocean. And at the same time, if you don't fight against it and you work with these energies and you just move through and you do some really good work with this moon, the full moon and the lunar eclipse, you're going to come out fucking powerful. And all the things that have felt chaotic and crazy making since November of 2021 are going to come to full fruition. But if you don't pay attention, or you're working against and fighting and manipulating these energies, it's going to be fuckery for you, right? So the baseline of this is through the events, the circumstances, and the epiphanies occurring around the time of this eclipse, we learn that we need to get in touch with our needs for a stronger connection to our physical natures and needs. To be fulfilled, we need to acknowledge and embrace our need to take care of ourselves and feel grounded as strong individuals. Boosting our income can also be a big part of this, and so can more effectively managing other personal resources, including your personal possessions, your valuables, your assets, and your talent. So I want to take a second and say right here that at this time, my Spirit of the Soul calendar for 2024 is available on pre-sale, and it goes right in fucking line with this full moon and this lunar eclipse, and pulling things together and growing through yourself and then embracing your need to take care of yourself and working with the grounded energies and realigning your chakras. This calendar is perfectly created for you to Utilize the energies of this eclipse and full moon in your daily action. It is fucking beautiful. I am so excited for it. So much. You can go to calendar.thesoulhealingzone.com. Again, that's calendar.thesoulhealingzone.com to snag it up on pre-sale. It is beautiful. You have 365 different soul action prompts for every single day of 2024. You have a ritual of the month where you can learn different rituals to heal your soul, align your soul, and connect with yourself. I've got a book of the month for you, a book that I've recommended, that I've read, that I love, that I highly believe that will help you in your soul transformational journey. You've got my proprietary daily power up process. I teach you how to release the past year, be grateful for it, connect with the lessons and all the beautiful things and the crazy shit making things of the year. Welcome the new year. You've got quarterly soul assessments. See where you are, see where you've grown, see where you still need to work and things are lacking and disconnected. It is a beautiful fucking calendar. This year's theme is Journey of the Soul, and I'm just so in love with it. So just go to calendar.thesoulhealingzone.com. It is a soul calendar on fucking steroids. I'm just so proud of what has come out of it. Oh my gosh. I love it, love it, love it, love it so much. So through events, oh wait, we already covered that. So with this full moon and this lunar eclipse, we really just become aware where we've been overdoing our dependency on others, whether that's emotionally, physically, or materially, and where it's come at the expense of our self-worth. Woo! Can we just take a second to hear that? This full moon and lunar eclipse is where we become aware of where we have been overdoing our dependence on others, whether that's emotionally, physically, or materially, and where it comes at the expense of our self-worth. So you're dependent on other people and you're just fucking destroying your soul doing that. That's what the work of this full moon is about, and this lunar eclipse is about. We're gonna fucking do the damn thing inside of the soulful moon. Just remember that full moons are always helpful for magnifying pre-existing problems so that we can see where to bring back our harmony. They are helpful in our larger work where we should focus on reaching a good harmony. So like, hey, work harder. This is where you need to work harder. This is what you need to do. The enlightenment of the full moon now provides us with that golden opportunity to explore our emotional needs and ultimately leading to positive actions and decisions. So I know that was a lot for this full moon lunar eclipse. It's the last one in the season for 2 straight years. So it's going to be a big one and it's going to bring to fruition. So I want to show you how to work with that energy. And that's what it's all about. Walking every step as if you're confident. You know, right? What that next move. And remember, when we feel the nudge, the move, we go. When it's a fuck yes, we move. When it's a fuck no, we don't, right? And whether or not it feels good in this full moon and lunar eclipse, you must walk. You just can't manipulate, control, and fight against while you're walking. So learning how to move with it is just everything. It's so fucking powerful. It's weird because there was a time that I thought I didn't want to bring any astrology to the podcast, and I was going to create this whole separate fucking show for it, and I started to, and it was highly disconnected from me. And then I settled into my Soulful Moon membership that I fucking am so excited for, that I love so much, and I just can't wait to do beautiful things with it. And then I now been recording these astrology moon sessions, and I love how they're fitting in because I was disconnected from the fact that I was bringing you astrology, but we weren't doing the deeper work. And now with the Soulful Moon mini membership, I can bring astrology to the podcast, and you can take, what you like and leave what you don't from the episode and, walk away with it. Or you can say, you know what? I really want to learn to work with this. I want to learn how to move with ease and flow with the energies of the universe. And I don't know what I'm doing, and I need the help, and I need a guidance, and I love Alicia, and I want to work with her. So I'm going to move. I'm going to say yes. And if you are, you go to moon.thesoulhealingzone.com. And if not, that's okay too. Go to community.thesoulhealingzone.com and join us in the love and light community, where I do a daily show that is all about the spirit of the soul. And you have a spirit guide that goes right along with every single day that we work together. And it's just so fucking beautiful. I can't wait to see you inside of wherever you are. Breathe through this new moon and this lunar eclipse. It's going to be okay. Remember to move with the energy. Move with the energy. Move with the energy. And all will be love and light. Remember this sacred truth. Say yes to yourself, for within you lies infinite worth. Let your heart be your compass, guiding you on a path of self-discovery and liberation. Grant yourself the grace to stumble and rise, for it is in our imperfections that we find our strength. Embrace that dance of progress where each step forward fuels the fire within you. And with massive power and deep soul conviction, let this be your anthem, your unwavering declaration: I choose me. I'm Power Coach Alicia, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Soul Fire podcast. You being here means the world to me, and I'm grateful for the time that you've dedicated to be here. And by consistently showing up, I firmly believe that you will transform your life. I'm so grateful that you've subscribed and you continue to share with others, spreading my message far and wide, because together we can reach my mission of transforming the lives of 1 million souls on their healing journey. Now, to provide you even more support on your soul healing journey and address any questions you may have, I would like to invite you to join our soul healing community. Simply visit community.thesoulhealingzone.com. Again, that's community.thesoulhealingzone.com, where you can connect with like-minded women, share your top takeaways, discuss what resonated with your soul, and express your absolute favorite moments from this episode. I can't wait to read them. I'm so freaking excited to create more empowering episodes and continue supporting you. I am sending you so much love, light, and peace as we journey through this thing called life.